So a couple of days ago, Nintendo had basically announced at their direct presentation that Zelda Echoes of Wisdom will be coming to the Switch console a little bit later this year in September of 2024. And it's something that a lot of people are looking forward to. And honestly, they're quite shocked by, considering the fact that we actually have Zelda as the main playable character for once, because the series has been going on since the 80s. And for the most part, Zelda has basically been a damsel in distress, while Link has been the main character, even though the series is called The Legend of Zelda. Now, you look at the last games that we got, Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. They were both massive, successes, around the world and retail, and it's something that I'm pretty sure exceeded Nintendo's goals and expectations in relation to their respective successes. Like Tears of the Kingdom did around 20 mil in sales, and Breath of the Wild did like 31 mil in sales. And obviously, Breath of the Wild has sold more because it's been out since 2017, so it's been out a little bit longer. Um, I don't think it's necessarily been a full year since Tears of the Kingdom came out, and it's still a massive success. And a lot of people thought that, like this upcoming Zelda game, Echoes of Wisdom, Nintendo probably would have saved for the Switch too, because a lot of people are expecting them to announce that at one of their direct presentations in 2025. But the main question here is whether or not Echoes of Wisdom is canon or non-canon, and I don't think that was something that was ever explained by Nintendo per se, but I read something like a article that was published by Polygon a few days ago, and pretty much I don't think this is something that Nintendo and plans on including in a particular timeline. It's just about good gameplay and the fact that Zelda is a playable character for once. And I'm not going to deny the fact that the gameplay isn't cool. It's pretty creative. Instead of a sword, Princess Zelda has a tri rod. She can make duplicate of items to navigate through certain parts of the world map. She can make duplicate enemies to combat other enemies and all that other stuff. Um, like Nintendo always finds a way to be both creative and innovative in relation to their games or their consoles or what have you. And I feel like Echoes of Wisdom is just another example of that. And besides, you look at the timeline for the Legend of Zelda series. I mean, I feel like since its inception, it's been all over the place. We have like three separate timelines. We got the Fallen Hero timeline, the Child Hero timeline, the Missing Hero timeline, and you also had games that were prequels of Ocarina of Time. We had games like the Minish Cap, Skyward Sword, Four Swords. It's been all over the place, and I'm pretty sure like the casual gamer wouldn't be able to follow any of that or would even care for that matter, as long as it's something that they enjoy and it's something that has like a high replay value. Now, is of Wisdom going to be as popular as Tears of the Kingdom of Breath of the Wild? I have no idea, but I do feel that depending on how well this game does in relation to commercial success, this could be the start of a trend in relation to Zelda having more of her own games. Because earlier this year, Nintendo released Princess Peach new game, the Showtime game, and honestly, it was a lot better than a lot of people expected. And the last time Princess Peach really had a game that people remembered was back in 2006, and that was prior to the Princess Peach Showtime game. And that was a game that was considered to be underrated. It kind of flew under the radar because 2006 was such a high profile year for video game releases. There were so many big titles that came out that overshadowed that. But but yeah, I mean, I do feel like Echoes of Wisdom could probably be considered more on the non-canon side, opposed to it being canon, because I feel like Nintendo, for the most part, don't care too much about the overall storyline. It's just like they make games, and it seems like they're just trying to entertain the masses and the casuals, and I guess they kind of just throw whatever installment or whatever game into whatever timeline they feel necessary. And because of that, like I feel like the Zelda series may never end at this point. It may never be an official end to the Zelda series because people always want more. And because of that, it's hard for um, the creators of the Zelda series to make a steady timeline. I'm pretty sure there's been more than one occasions where they have they have contemplated ending the series altogether, but people always wanted sequels, so that's probably how we ended up with the timeline that we got. And trust me, it's one of the most complicated video game timelines in history, and because of that. Um, I feel like the Legend of Zelda series is something that I don't think any video game company will be able to duplicate, and that's something that's going to be a huge part of its legacy. But as far as Echoes of Wisdom is concerned, a lot of people are looking forward to this game in September of 2024, myself included. And I heard the rumored release price would be like around $49.99. It could be wrong, but that sounds about right, and it's something that I feel is fair. And I feel like it's something that's going to be on the top of a lot of people's Christmas list during the holiday season. I feel like it's a game that's going to do pretty well in terms of sales. I don't see it necessarily selling more than Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild, but I definitely see it as being one of the better action adventure games that Nintendo puts out in relation to 2024.